victim rights advocates, not just in Queens County, not just in New York City, but throughout New York, and I would say even nationally. Unfortunately, Jennifer took ill this morning, but the first thing she did is she put out a very strong endorsement of me and my campaign via social media. I'm very pleased and honored to have Madeline with me here today. And now Madeline would like to have an opportunity to say a few words. Thank you so much, Madeline.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Madeline Brame, and I am the chairwoman of Victims' Rights Reform Council. Victims' Rights Reform Council is a 501c3 nonprofit organization where we are completely nonpartisan. We neither endorse or oppose any candidate. My own political views are my own. I endorse Mr. Grasso for District Attorney of Queens. I heard him speak a few months ago at an event, and he was speaking about law and order. He was speaking about the necessity for district attorneys to actually prosecute crime and not be defense attorneys. They did not swear or take the oath of office to defend criminals. They swore and took the oath of office to prosecute criminals. It's imperative that we have district attorneys across New York City and New York State that are going to honor their oath of office and prosecute crime for the betterment of our communities and for the safety of the public. My son, Sergeant Hassan Korea, Afghanistan War retired veteran, was killed in 2018 in Harlem. Hassan was not shot to death, he was stabbed to death by a family of career criminals. When Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg came into office, he completely dismissed the gang assault and murder charges against two of the people responsible for my son's murder. When this murder was clearly on video showing all four of these people participating in the brutal, savage slaughter of my boy in the filthy streets of Harlem. Where we have prosecutors who are willing to turn a blind eye and completely disregard the victims and the families of these crimes. They are dishonoring the Constitution. They are dishonoring their oath of office because they swore to uphold. So Judge Grasso, when I heard him speak, when he delivered his speech, he spoke of law and order. And something about what he was saying, his voice, just his character, told me that he was going to be tough on crime. And that's what we need right now in New York City. Prosecutors to be tough on crime. Not like Melinda Katz from out of Queens. She needs to be removed. Alvin Bragg needs to be removed. Darcel Clark from the Bronx needs to be removed. The victims are continuously piling up with no justice. I have not received justice for my son. The victims are made out to be the criminal, and the criminal is made out to be the victim. Just like the incident on the train the other day with Mr. Neely and Mr. Penny. Those subways are a death trap. If it wasn't for Mr. Penny being on that train that day, God only knows how many victims there would have been. But Mr. Penny. When in all actuality, the city of New York and the entire apparatus is the ones who failed, both Neely and Penny. Neely had no business even being on that train. If we had prosecutors who prosecuted and judges, Mr. Neely would have been in Rikers Island or in a mental hospital. He would have been alive today instead of Al Sharpton doing his eulogy. And if it hadn't been a black-on-black crime, Al Sharpton would not be doing a eulogy today. Because it's a reason to race bait, because Mr. Penny is white and Mr. Neely is black. We have your Al Sharptons. We have your AOCs that use words like murder and lynching. Those are dog whistles. So what I want to say today is that I fully endorse Judge Grasso as District Attorney of Queens, because I know that when he takes office, when he swears on that Bible to uphold the law and prosecute crime, that families